Hi everyone, it's Tristen. I hope that you're doing well, and if you're not doing well, that's okay too. Just know that it's temporary. Now, if you don't know who I am, hello, my name is Tristen Sky, and I'm a professional astrologer and channeler. So in today's video, I'd like to talk about the new moon, but specifically the new moon in Scorpio, and how you can use that energy to your benefit. So there is a new moon every month throughout the year. It goes through all 12 zodiac signs. So a new moon is when the sun and the moon are conjunct in the sky, meaning they're at the same spot in the sky. There is no moonlight during a new moon, as the sun is what reflects the light to the moon. So like a full moon is when they're opposites from each other, so the moon is nice and bright, which is also a beautiful energy to work with. But the new moon energy, there is no moonlight. So whenever there is a new moon, it's a beautiful time to be introspective and go within. It's dark. So it's a good time to go like in the darkness, into the darkness of your soul, go deep inside, and it's a very introspective, intro-reflective time. I do lots of new moon rituals, a lot of full moon rituals, and they both have their benefits. Full moons, it's more about celebration and accomplishments. But new moons, it's a great way to set intentions. It's a good restart. There's a sense of emptiness. The cup is empty, so you can set good intentions to fill that cup and move forward. Of all the new moons, the new moon in Scorpio, I find, is one of the most transformative, magical, and rebirth energies to work with out of the whole year. So new moon in Scorpio only happens once a year. This year in 2021, it's happening on the 4th or 5th of November, depending where you are in the world. Briefly, the new moon in Scorpio is deeply transformative, and it's a great time to set your deepest desires. So the moon is actually not very happy to be in Scorpio. Now, my moon sign is Scorpio. So when I was born, the moon was in Scorpio. So I really understand this energy, and that's probably why I love the new moon in Scorpio so much. But the moon is not happy in Scorpio. The moon is very happy to be in Taurus or Cancer, because these energies are very cozy and mushy-gushy and simple, and they're very, very nurturing energies. The moon represents our feminine energies. It's the mother within, the nurturer, the emotional side of us. So that's why it's happy to be in the water, beautiful, nurturing sign of Cancer, and it's also very happy to be in the simplistic and enjoyment, simple times of Taurus. Now, the energy of Scorpio is intense. It's dark. It's deep. And the intensity of Scorpio can be overwhelming for the moon. So when the moon is in Scorpio, we can be a bit darker. We could be a bit more depressed. We might be a bit more, there might be more intensity in our lives when the moon is in Scorpio. That's why the moon's not very happy to be in Scorpio. However, if you have that awareness and oh, the moon's in Scorpio, deep times are to come, you can use it to your benefit. Scorpio is intensely magical, transformative, and idealistic. It's not just about eating and drinking and having a good time or being cozy with your friends. It's about really looking within to your deepest and darkest desires. So, whenever there's a new moon in Scorpio, it happens once a year, I really recommend everyone to do some type of introspective magical spell, okay? Now, for instance, I recommend journaling. Okay, so getting a journal, getting a pen, and going within. So before you start journaling, do a slight meditation, connect with your heart, connect with the deepest part of your soul. The deepest part of your soul. Connect with that energy and start talking to it. Be that depth within. And start writing down your desires. Everything you want, your desires. What do you desire? World peace, that's a big, collective desire, but let's say an inner desire. I want to raise, I want to find true love. I want to travel the world. I want to make more money. I want to reconcile with my mother. I want to let go of my ex-boyfriend. Find your deepest and desires. Like, these desires can seem so fantastic and out of this world, and thinking that you can never happen. My desire is to be super rich. My desire is to be the most beautiful person ever. Focus on those deepest desires that seem outer worldly, that seem almost impossible, okay? Nothing is impossible for Scorpio. Scorpio is super idealistic. And as the moon goes into Scorpio, it connects with our innermost emotions and our truth. So write down your deepest and darkest desires, and that's good enough. close your book, and that's great. To go a step further, we can add a spiritual aspect to it. Start to connect with your divine team. You know, it's almost like a prayer. You can talk to God or the universe or invite your spirit team in, your past loved ones, your guardian angels. And as you write this letter, you can say to guardians, to spirit guides, to grandma on the other side, to the moon. You can talk to the moon. Invite that connection to something outworldly, okay? Even if you don't believe in it, just try it out. So write to whoever you'd like to speak to, God, the universe, Jesus. Write down all your wishes, all your desires, and get that paper, fold it, and put it in the moonlight. So there's actually no moonlight, so just put it in the darkness. Outside, so put it outside. You can put it under a rock, even more magical and beautiful. You can put it under a crystal, okay? And put it in the light, and then let your guardians, your angels, God, the moon, take care of all your wishes and watch it come true. The next day, you can cultivate your card, your crystal, and you throw out your letter. Throw it out. Because it's already done. You set the intention, you set what you'd like to do, that energy, it's already been done, okay? So set the paper away, you can throw it out, you can keep it, but I recommend just throwing it out because it's done, it's completed. And then you can use that crystal for other magic stuff too, because now that crystal has your intentions, that crystal has the moonlight energy, so you can wear that crystal, bathe with that crystal, a lot of fun stuff to do with that crystal. Every single new moon in Scorpio, I always do some type of ritual, some type of intention setting, some type of magical spell, and I can confirm that like all of my wishes really do come true. All of my deepest, most desirable wishes come true, and I'm so amazed. I'm like, holy crap, this freaking spell witchcraft stuff works. Of course, it's important to wish, you know, that your desires align with your highest good. If your wish is to conquer the world, well, don't do that. Make sure you align with what is best for you. You know what I mean? So as you write down the letter, make sure it's what will benefit me, not just exactly what I want. That does no harm to other people, right? No black magic. It's all about clear and white, beautiful magic. And side notes, so my moon's in Scorpio, so I'm very deep and I'm very idealistic and magical and I'm very emotional, secretive, all the Scorpio moon vibes. So I love it when the moon's in Scorpio. I love to wear black when the moon's in Scorpio, by the way. It's crazy. I feel like wearing black and I'm like, I wonder if the moon's in Scorpio, and I check and it is. So specifically in a new moon, it's a very black time. Black is very protective. Scorpio likes to hide. Scorpio is serious. So while you play around and you dance along with this new moon in Scorpio energy, piece of advice is to not be too dark, right? To not be too serious or to be too cold or to take things too seriously, because the flaws of Scorpio moons is that it could be a bit too much. You know, we might go to the deepest and darkest places of your brain and inside of your heart, which is good in a way, because that's the whole point of this ritual and to this practice, is to bring those things out of you so you can heal them, but don't dance in the darkness, okay? Because Scorpio is dark, new moons in Scorpio is dark. It's a very dark time of the year, but my gosh, I love it. I love Halloween. I love going into the deepest parts of me. I love doing shadow work because this is where so much healing is done, so much transformation is done, a lot of rebirth is here, okay? So if you have Scorpio in your chart or not, I think we should all take advantage of this new moon in Scorpio energy. Now, to take it a step even further, you can see what house you have Scorpio in. So I'm a whole sign astrologer, so as an Aquarius rising, I have Scorpio in my 10th house. The 10th house is the house of career, public image, accomplishments, etc. So I can set intentions within those topics, but you don't have to. You know, you can really set intentions about anything you want, but it's just, it might be a bit easier. For instance, if you're a Cancer rising, well then your Scorpio house is your 5th house, so you can talk about 5th house topics, which is sexuality and children and pleasure. So find where Scorpio is in your chart, and you can do a bit more intention and healing work around those subjects. But again, it's not necessary. You can set intentions about anything you'd like. Scorpio is also a very intuitive sign, specifically when it's the moon that's in Scorpio. So I encourage everyone to follow your intuition and do what's it's coming from the heart. Like, I recommended everyone to do some type of little little journaling exercise. But if you feel like playing with tarot cards, then play with tarot cards. If you feel like taking a bath, then take a bath. Do what you do, follow your intuition, okay? And no matter what you do during this beautiful energy of the new moon in Scorpio, make sure you connect with your heart. So take a few seconds before any practice you do and start breathing with the heart, because this is where our desires and intentions and healing lies. It's not with the brain. We can turn the brain off a bit when we're working with, moon energy, lunar vibes. So enjoy this time, enjoy the quiet, the more private, mysterious times of Scorpio. I wish you so much love and luck. Good luck with your rituals. Good luck with your magic making spells. I love you all so much. Any questions, let me know. And namaste. Goodbye.